Our first story is about a kind of fish called a marlin. This tale is about a marlin named Hugh Mills. Mean Marvelous Marvin and Slammin' Sammy Shellfish were two of the baddest dudes under the sea. One day they were hanging out when Slammin' Sammy saw a chance for a little fun.
Hey, Marv, check it out. It's a school of wimpy nerdfish. I'm itching to do some tail kicking. You moosh, mash, and mangle 'em. I'll do the chomping, stomping, and clobbering.
Great idea, Sammy. You're one selfish shellfish. I'm all over that. Let's do it.
It sure is fun being a bad dude fish.
Slammin' Sammy said gleefully.
Yeah, but being the baddest is hard work.
Marvelous Marvin reminded him.
It's not easy keeping everyone scared of us. We're gonna need help. Hey, it's time we got our little brothers in on this. You grab Skinflint, and I'll get Hugh.
Slammin' Sammy and Skinflint Shellfish, the Meanie Brothers. I like the sound of that. But you might have trouble talking your brother into joining us. Hugh's a different kind of dude.
Suddenly, Marvelous Marvin and Slammin' Sammy found themselves surrounded by carp cars. The sea police. The terrible twosome tried to flee the scene, but it was too late. The carps arrested them and hauled them before Judge Judy Gavelfish. She sent Marvin and Sammy up the river to do time for terrifying townfish. Lots of kidfish look up to their older brothers and sisters and want to be just like them. Skinflint Shellfish wanted to be just like Slammin' Sammy. But even though Hugh Mills loved his big brother, Marvin, he didn't want to grow up to be like him. Hugh wasn't into scaring and hurting others. Have you ever noticed how some kids at your school are mean to others? That's the way it was at Hugh's school, too. The bullyfish would tease his friends.
Hey, check out Lois' lot of fish. Hubba hubba dubba fish.
Watch out for Tommy Turkey Fish. He'll gobble your lunch grub.
Yo, Clara Clam, what a loser.
But Hugh Mills was a kind marlin.
Hi, Clara. You look a little down. I heard the kids calling you names again. Is that why you hide in your shell when anyone comes around?
Well, Hugh, I feel so shy. I just clam up around the other fish.
But Clara, I think you're wonderful. The fishmaker knew exactly what he was doing when he made you, and he did a great job. There's not another clam in the sea like you.
Really? Hugh, you make me feel so good about myself. Lois, isn't Hugh the best?
Oh, yes. Most of the other kidfish say mean things to me just because I'm heavy. It hurts my feelings a lot, even though I pretend it doesn't. Anyway, Hugh's right, Clara. You sure are nice when you open up.
Hugh said,
You see, what's on the outside doesn't matter. It's what's on the inside that really counts. And both of you are terrific.
As Lois, Clara, and Hugh entered the fishateria at lunchtime, Tommy Turkeyfish could be heard above all the other noise in the room. He was burpy, slurpy, messy, sloppy, and talked with his mouth full.
I like those little wormy things on the bottom. Yum! You're not going to eat those kelp chips, are you? May I have a couple of your tofu fish goos?
Tommy slurped them up,
Oh, gross,
said Lois.
It's Tommy Turkey Fish. He always calls me names. And when he does, he spits food all over the place.
Don't let him bother you, Lois. He only eats like that because he doesn't know what else to do. Did you know that Tommy's folks fight a lot? He has it real rough at home.
I didn't know. That's too bad.
What he really needs is a friend. Let's ask him to swim with us to check out what's happening over at the reef. I think the rockfish are jamming today.
But I don't like him. He's so messy.
Come on, Lois. He's really lonely inside. Remember what I told you? He needs friends.
Oh, all right. I guess we could ask him to come. I'll try to be nice.
That's the spirit. Hey, Tommy, do you want to swim over to the reef with us?
Who, me? Well, sure, I guess so. Say, do they have anything to eat there?
One day, the county kingfish hosted a dinner to honor a few of the community's finest fish. Slammin' Sammy's little brother, Skinflint Shellfish, went with his friend, Paul Pufferfish, to show off and mooch free food.
Hey, Paul! It's a great party now that we're here.
Skinflint shouted as they entered the room. Paul puffed himself up with pride.
Yeah, we're the greatest.
Hey, Puffer Dude, you need to strut and swagger a little more when you swim. Watch me and do like I do.
Together, they pushed their way to the front of the room. They threw Sydney Sea Snake and Sylvester Slug out of the way and grabbed the chairs on either side of the kingfish's seat. The new terrible twosome took the seats of honor for themselves.
Okay, here comes the kingfish.
Paul Pufferfish preened.
We'll be cool next to him. He's gonna like sitting with us.
Skinflint saw someone he knew sitting far from the head table.
Look there, it's Hugh Mills. He ain't cool. He's sitting all the way in the back. That's a good place for him.
His Majesty, Carl Kingfish the Great, was the grandest grouper in the grotto, and he always carried a super-duper grouper scooper for occasions just like this. Seeing how rude Skinflint and his friend the Pufferfish were being, the king scooped them up and flung them all the way to the back wall of the hall. The motley pair grunted and cried as they hit the wall with a thump and a squish. "Oomph," said Paul.
Ouch,
said Skinflint. Carl Kingfish the Great spoke in a regal voice.
Will the Marlin seated in the back come up here and sit by me? I want to introduce my friend, Hugh Mills, the best helper and encourager in this county.
Everyone cheered with shouts of
Clara Clam,
the Kingfish said.
Did you have something you wanted to say?
Yes, I do, Your Majesty. Hugh Mills helped me to open up, and he helped Lois Lottafish and Tommy Turkeyfish, too.
He sure did,
said Lois.
Hugh showed me that it's what we are on the inside that counts.
Tommy added,
Hugh wanted to be my friend when I didn't have any friends.
The Kingfish said.
Thank you, Lois and Tommy. And thank you to all who came to honor Hugh Mills tonight. I'd say that includes just about everyone. Except maybe those two critters stuck to the back wall.
The Kingfish turned to Hugh.
Hugh, please accept this shiny gold medal with our gratitude. I'll read what it says. To the most humble citizen in Kingfish County. And that's not all. Fish University has named a word after you and put it in the dictionary. Humility. A Hugh Mills word. People who boast and bluster try to lift themselves up by putting others down and by calling attention to themselves. But those with humility feel good about how the fishmaker has made them, and they want to help others, just like you do. As the Kingfish, I hereby make a proclamation. The fishmaker made us and loves us. That makes us all valuable. From now on, when you help others to feel loved and valued, we shall call it doing a Hugh.
Hugh Mills thought for a moment about putting on the medal and strutting in front of the other fish. But he didn't. Instead, he put the medal on his wall where he alone could see and enjoy it. He didn't flash it around town to make his neighbors envious. You see, Hugh Mills really was a humble Marlin. Can you remember the last time you acted selfish or proud? When is the last time you acted humble, like Hugh? What was the word that was named after Hugh Mills? What does it mean to do a Hugh? Well, our first tale is over, but there are 7 more. Now it's time to talk to God. Why don't you pray and tell him about the last time you were selfish? Then ask him to help you be more like Hugh Mills. You can feel good about how God made you. You are unique and very special to him. And you can help others feel good about how God made them, too. Would you do that right now?